Thank you for staying with us. And now let's review today's papers. And we're starting with The Nation. Major headline: Lokobiri, Wike others, Diri's exit from PDP. Deputy Governor yet to decide. Dixon Obikik, PDP State Chairman, endorsed convention. And we have stable Naira, food price cash drop, inflation to 18.02%. 5,000 teachers get employment letters in Edo. Tom Polo donates 10 billion Naira to Delta Security Fund. Wow. IMF urges Nigeria to prioritize infrastructure funding. NERC approves 28 billion Naira for discos to provide meters. New investments to add 600,000 BPD, 2.0 billion gas daily. And then we have Edun spotted in high spirits at London Gallery booth. UBA to unveil white paper on Africa's financial infrastructure. Who's going first?
Major headline.
Okay.
Hurricane sweep them to the other side has hit Bayelsa as well. You know,
what did you say?
Hurricane sweep them to the other side.
That sounds like one of these military operations.
Seems that way, really. You know, when Governor Ba defected to the APC, it had been rumored in the paper when I read it that's another governor, and it was Diri. Diri resigned yesterday from the PDP, and his convention zoning somebody chairman. His chairman zoning committee under the PDP convention upcoming, but he tendered his resignation yesterday, and he says, I have formally resigned from the PDP for very obvious reasons where we don't know. I don't know yet. He says, but apart from me, House of Assembly members are also resigning. From my party are also resigning along with me. You can see I also have the speaker, but obviously very absent was his deputy. We don't know whether he defected with him, and he said that he had not made up his mind about where he's going. The Nation was careful. Other papers had said he had gone to the APC, but the Nation says they don't know where he's going. Sure. And of course, Wike was there to endorse him. A lot of, endorse him. Dixon is obviously against defection. Senator Dixon. Lokobiri himself, also the former minister for petroleum, also are wondering what is the defection about. So Senator Ben Mure Bruce had been announced to have defected to the APC. He's from Bayelsa.
Again.
And you know that if you don't have strongholds in your grassroots, his grassroots is in Bayelsa, but he's a businessman in Lagos. If he doesn't move with the party to wherever the party is moving, how does he do politics back?
Okay, that's your opinion.
That's how it works.
Really deep ideological reasons.
It's gonna be all right, all of you. But it's hard they have defected, and I'm waiting for the Nation to capture it because I took it from here. I can't say it's with the APC, or let's be watching.
Okay.
Yes, and as we know, with all the insecurities happening in Nigeria, we love people that contribute towards the security challenges of our country. So the chairman of Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, High Chief Government Tom Polo, has donated 10 billion Naira to the Delta State Security Trust Fund.
That's with a capital B, right?
There should be drum roll. Tom Polo announced the donation during the official launch of the trust fund at the government house in Asaba, Delta State. And the Delta State governor and top government officials, security heads, and community leaders attended the event. The Tantita Security Services Chair's donation is said to be one of the largest private contributions to a state security initiative in Nigeria, further solidifying his position as a prominent advocate for stability and development in the Niger Delta region. The Delta State Security Trust Fund is a collaborative effort between the government and the private sector to address security challenges and foster a peaceful environment for growth and progress. As in, we applaud them for this, we applaud him for this, and we also pray that more private sectors, contribute to, not just in Delta State, in other states begin to contribute towards the security challenges we have in Nigeria. That would be awesome.
Security.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I have the
10 billion.
Please, Ramatu, what do you have?
So I have the story from NERC. This is more like an announcement and it's very short. They said NERC approves 28 billion for discos for meters. They said the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has approved the deployment of 28 billion to distribution companies for the provision of meters under the Tranche B of the Meter Acquisition Fund scheme. They say this was contained in the order, number NERC 2025-107 that was released yesterday. So I hope I hope everybody gets meter, because a lot of people pay bills that they don't consume and everything. So I'm very sure this will go a long way, and I hope that they will distribute these meters evenly so that everybody can get, and they don't sell it, most importantly. I'll be talking billion here.
Okay, let's look at the Punch major headline: Hurricane Tinubu. Is that where you got yours from? Hurricane Tinubu, mass defections ignite one-party state fears. Lagos rejects National Assembly Central Gaming Bill. 4 arraigned over murder of Osun local government chair. House probes $35 million modular refinery project. Jonathan slams successor for abandoning Bayelsa projects. Presidential jet still unsold 4 months after listing. Inflation drops to 18.02% in 6-month break. And Senate screens new INEC chair Amupiton today.
Okay, should I take the human interest quickly?
Okay, please do.
So the Osun State Police Command has arrested and arraigned 4 suspects allegedly linked to the murder of the late chairman of Irewole local government area in Osun State. And they have their names: Abubakar Kabiru, who is known as Cheje, is 38, Tajuddin Okoyemi is 30, Akim Agbomojo is 28, and Akintoye Olayemi is 40, and they are all from Ikire and Akpomo in Osun State, and they were brought before the court on 3-count charges of terrorism, illegal possession of firearm, and murder of the late chairman of Ikire local government. I hope that this is a watertight case, so that we can have proper convictions and deterrence in the future.
Okay, who's ready?
Okay, so I have the story of Jonathan. It said Jonathan slams successor for abandoning Bayelsa projects. They said the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, has lamented the abandonment of key projects he initiated as governor of Bayelsa State, blaming successive administrations for failing to sustain his development agenda. He said this at the Best Western Plus Hotel in Enagua. He said that he began several hotel projects to attract tourism and investment to the state before he became the vice president in 2007. He also noted that those projects were left unattended after he left office, describing trend as a major source of waste in governance. He said when a governor leaves office, the next governor doesn't want to follow up, and most of the money spent goes to waste. He said that during the AMA, that's the movie award, that most of the international guests stayed in Port Harcourt because Bayelsa had no suitable hotels. So we supported local hoteliers with loans of 10 million to 15 million to upgrade their facilities. But after I left office, nobody refunded the money, and all these hotels have just been abandoned. He added that his government had also awarded contracts for the construction of 3 major hotels, including the Tower Hotel and 2 3-star facilities, which were never completed. He said that is the problem of government. When a governor leaves, the next governor doesn't do anything, and that's what he's complaining and saying that these hotels have been abandoned. And I'm wondering, when he was president, why he didn't follow up. Why didn't he still?
Faced with national matters.
And
it's Governor Dixon that was sitting here. We should have done
Ladies, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll conclude on the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at the papers, and we're still on the Punch.
Yes, so the Lagos state government has faulted the National Assembly over the proposed Central Gaming Bill, warning that its passage would violate the Nigerian Constitution and is substituting Supreme Court judgment. We had this conversation on Tuesday, right? Yes. So addressing a press conference in Lagos on Wednesday, Lagos Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice, Lawal Pedro San, declared the move by the National Assembly as a voyage of unconstitutionality. According to a report by the National Assembly Library Trust Fund, the Central Gaming Bill 2025 was presented for concurrence during Senate plenary on October 7, 2025. The bill seeks to establish a comprehensive regulatory framework for online and remote gaming, aiming to replace the previously repealed 2005 National Lottery Act. The proposed legislation seeks to regulate the operation and business of the online gaming across all the states in Nigeria, including a specific provision for activities in the FCT. But a 7-member panel of the courts in the unanimous judgment held that the National Lottery Act 2005 should no longer be enforced in all states except the FCT, in respect of which the National Assembly was empowered to make laws. We already had discussion on Tuesday, and we're saying that when the Supreme Court, which is supposed to be the highest court in our land, you know, when they pass a judgment, if that judgment is not respected, it's going to set a precedent where we don't know where we'll be headed, because if we can't respect the judiciary, I wonder where we're headed.
Yeah. I have this story in the Punch I'd like to take. I think it's important. They say the House of Representatives on Wednesday resolved to investigate the state of the $35 million Modular petroleum refinery in Brass, Bayelsa State. They said that it's of urgent public importance on the need to investigate the abandoned $35 million Modular refining project in Bayelsa State. 4 years after a huge financial commitment to that effect, the project, a 2,000 barrel per day project, is being handled by the Atlantic International Refinery and Petrochemical Limited in collaboration with Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. This refinery is intended to boost the nation's crude oil production, enhance local refineries, encourage indigenous participation in content development, and create jobs in the petroleum industry. They said construction was expected to commence in 2021. There are reports that the project has become a subject of investigation by EFCC for alleged fraudulent practices. So all in all, nothing has happened since, you know, the construction was meant to have commenced since 2021. So they have to look into it. Why nothing has happened since then? I think, you know, and this is also Bayelsa State, because we are taking a story saying a lot of the projects in Bayelsa State go unchecked. But of course, this is a federal government one, but it's sad that things that we put, we commit money to, you know, they just never take off. Let's look at the Daily Sun. PDP loses another governor as Diri quits to join APC. Sultan, Muslim leaders raised the alarm over social media abuse and insecurity. Federal government flays trafficking, maltreatment of Nigerians in Libya, Niger, Chad. Christian genocide not possible in Nigeria, says ex-ACF scribe Sani. Edo Governor Okpebolo recruits 5,000 teachers. World Bank warns of looming job crisis, pushes agribusiness as solution. Defection won't stop Nigerians from voting candidates of their choice. This is according to Mr. Obi.
Should I take the Federal Commissioner for Commission and National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, Mr. Tijani Aliyu Ahmed, who of course decried the condemned trafficking and maltreatment of Nigerians in Libya and Niger Republic. He had a long speech at an event, where a webinar, the thematic webinar yesterday, where he talked condemning all these habits of trafficked Nigerians, and then, you know, also condemning the calls, constant calls of and appeals from them of being helped back home. He said they get calls from even as far as Sudan, but then he ended the whole conversation on the need to work on data. He said the government must work with data of Nigerians who left in this irregular manner, and that with data, many of these people who left the country, you know, they'll be able to capture the number of people who are returned from Niger, the number of people that are returned from Sudan, from Chad, from Libya, you know, and that will help in, you know, regulating more of this. He said, as the chair of the Rabat process, Nigerians remain firmly committed to promoting mutual learning, regional cooperation, and capacity building in migration data governance. And so I think the entire conference was on the need for data, but most of the trafficked people are aware of the irregular manners they are living. And so data will be difficult. It is somebody who puts down his name that I'm going into the Sahel, I'm going to use to cross to Italy.
So wait for when they arrest them now. We'll now count them.
Let's work with the data of the people who are returned.
Okay,
I think that one is doable, because when they come back, they do come back voluntarily, and then we come from there. No water whatsoever.
Okay, so today we're applauding your governor, Nima. Edo State Governor Modular yesterday officially absorbed over 5,000 contract teachers into the state's Ministry of Education as permanent staff. Yes, they said that these teachers for years were on contract on a monthly stipend of 65,000 naira during the administration of Obaseki, the former president. my former governor of Edo State, and they were formally handed appointment letters during a ceremony held at the government house. They said the governor had said that they are wasting too much time to give these people the appointment letter. So he needs to be there to make sure that they give it to them. And not just that being there that they give it to them, he made sure that they all went home with transport fare. Because he was considerate of the fact that most of them came from very far places.
Wow.
Yes. He also, they also acknowledged, so Dr. Yamu, Dr. Padi Yamu expressed deep appreciation for this perseverance of the governor, and that he's doing well. That he also highlighted the achievements of his administration within the past 1 year, that they are constructing over 68 schools, aimed at benefiting children from all walks of life. The governor also said that he met Ambrose Ali University with 41 million naira subsidy. Now he has increased it to 500 million naira. Right, and they're also building a 1,500 capacity lecture theatre and 600 capacity hostels. Okay. And you know how we are complaining about a lack of hostels. Yes, so congratulations to Edo State, the teachers. Thank God for you. We're happy for you people. And yes.
Okay, so I have the story of we all know that defection has been going on. So reporters met with Peter Obi, and they said the Labour Party leader and 2023 presidential flag bearer, that's Peter Obi, has said that no political party can capture any state electorally because of the governor's defection to a party. He said that the people will decide where to go, not governors or senators. No party will capture or win any state just because it has a governor, he said. So when they asked him on Imba's defection, he said that Peter Obi is a good friend of mine, and I believe that as a governor he must have made his decision based on his own political views and calculations. When he was also asked that how does he see the Southeast, he said that we are not in a military time when you capture people. You are a leader. You tend to do the right things for them to follow you. So I don't think anybody is capturing anywhere. The government needs to do more if it wants the people to support it. So he kept on saying how they've been defecting from one party to another, and he's saying that the people are just going to vote who they feel they want to be.
All right,
to be the governor.
Okay, Nigerian Tribune. Defection intrigues as deputy governor, 2 senators, rep members ditched by Elsa government. UBA set to unveil white paper on Africa's financial infrastructure. Okpebholo gives employment to 5,000 teachers. Alleged misconduct. DSS arrests 2 ex-operatives. INEC keep your reputation intact, Obi tells Amu Piton. Diet soda unsafe for liver, experts warn. Nigeria's inflation rate drops to 18.02% as food prices, energy costs decline. IMF hails Nigeria's fiscal reforms, calls for smarter spending, stronger tax systems.
Should I take the soda?
Okay.
So researchers in a large-scale study found that both the sugar-sweetened beverages and the low or non-sugar-sweetened beverages are linked to an increased risk of developing metabolic dysfunction associated steatic liver disease. And they reported this after research in Berlin, Germany, when they presented the European Gastroenterology Week paper 2025 in Berlin, Germany. They analyzed about 123,788 persons who never had any history of liver diseases, and they submitted to this research, and then they came back after 24-hour dietary questionnaire every day, and they had already been disposed to this MSLD, that's the metabolic dysfunction associated steatic liver disease, because of the use of this beverage. So they said both the sugar sweetened and non-sugar sweetened one, are correlated with high levels of liver fat, which of course leads to several other diseases, including cancer of the liver. So they have been warned. No need for me to read the entire paper, not be me right.
No. The rate we're going, we're going to award you PhD.
No, I say let me call the words so that your Google can help you. But the research it and be safe, drink a lot of water.
No, we've run out of time. Sorry, Amaka. So thank you, ladies. That's all we can take on the papers today. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at our next segment. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.